Re- Good morning. I am excited to talk to you today. It's just a little bit before noon, but since this is recorded, this is an exciting day for me, and I'm expecting a phone call to find out the gender of my grandchild, my 12th grandchild. So that is, and I want to be available for that. I'm talking to you today from St. George in southern Utah. It's a rainy day, but we know the sun is up there and will probably be out tomorrow. So I want to get started. Um, First of all, this is about discovering the two powerhouse germ exterminators. And if you have any of these health concerns of feeling tired and overwhelmed, or have an overgrowth of bad bacteria and you want to have a healthier system, I'm going to be sharing about this and so many other things that it has to do with coughs and colds that affect your daily life. I know I've been battling that, and this has really helped me. So I'm going to talk about that too. So let's see. I just need to share screen here and okay. Whoops, that didn't work. Okay, we're getting here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so welcome to the two superhero essential oils. I can't wait to tell you about them. So let's get started. And this is kind of something that I deal with off and on. It affects my mood, it affects my sleep. If my body isn't detoxed, or I'm not feeling good like I'd like to be at my very best, this is one of those two of those powerhouse essential oils that really make a difference to me. And I'm just going to put them out there. They are the germ exterminators, oregano and tea tree. And what I'd like to start with quickly here is a less than 2 minute video about oregano and melaleuca and science with Dr. Dave Stoyer, who is an endodontist, and he really gives a great short review here. So I'm going to just, a little bit slower on the buttons, but that's good. So let's see. It's got to be here somewhere. Okay, hang in there with me. Just need to get into a different screen share here. So, okay, here we go, found it. Okay, and I'm going to share this here. Sorry.
Bacteria have the ability to change their genetic makeup over time for their own self-preservation. Bacteria have their own defensive mechanism. They produce something called a peptidoglycan layer. It's the equivalent of an M&M shell that's protecting the chocolate on the inside. Now, One of the other elements the bacteria are very, very good at making, and that is something called a biofilm. Biofilm is its own very goopy, slimy mess that it covers itself in. So what's now starting to happen is we are finding that once very useful antibacterial medications are no longer effective at all. What that means for us, we have to use stronger antibacterial medications. We have to use more potent antibacterial medications. That comes at a cost to our own bodies. Melaleuca has the ability to come in and start to modify that sludge and remove it so that the oregano can get to the bacteria. And in oregano, there's a product called carvacrol. Carvacrol will bind to that peptidoglycan and it punctures a little hole in there. Once that hole opens, you start to get a passing of ions back and forth. What that does to the bacteria is it allows it to lyse. It means burst open. And we've now accomplished something very dramatic, and that is by doing nothing more than using 2 simple little plant-based essential oils, you have created a very effective antibacterial solution.
Helen Hansel was
Okay, so I really wanted you to see that. Of course, Melaleuca is the same as tea tree, and I want to continue with our presentation here. So let's talk about oregano and this amazing essential oil. Now, you do have to make friends with it. I can say right at the beginning, it is a hot oil, but it is very powerful, and you can either combine it with water or with the carrier oil. And as you can see here, it can be used aromatically, topically, or internally, and it needs to be diluted. So 1 drop is really, really powerful. So you're getting 250 drops in a 15 ml bottle or 80 drops in a 5 ml bottle, but it comes from Turkey. And the word oregano is actually derived from the Greek phrase, joy of the mountains. So this is just an amazing essential oil that is great to reduce bacterial infections, parasites, so fungal, viruses, inflammation, tumors, allergies, and candida. So that is one of the reasons why I use this about 4 times a year and do a detox that where I take a couple drops in a veggie cap internally. You can do 2 to 4 drops. I have to be sensitive to my system, so I do 2, max 3, and you can do this twice a day, and this will totally clean out your system. So be prepared there to maybe stay near the bathroom, but it is totally worth it and really, really makes a difference in your digestive system. So this is the small intestine is the principal site of food digestion and absorption of nutrients. And these little tiny projections increase the surface area of the intestine. And then this increased surface area maximizes the absorption of the nutrients. So it's really important. And in this study, it showed that oregano essential oil may have a positive effect on intestinal villi. So as I mentioned, some of the cautions, I know that you can also take off little skin tags. You have to be patient, maybe do it with a Q-tip, and just over a period of time. It might take a month, but it's a great way to get rid of those skin tags that you don't want. But on the feet is also a really good place to use it. I like to use it if I start to get a sore throat. I put a drop in a shot glass with a little bit of water, enough to gargle, and then I gargle and swallow it. And it really helps with the inflammatory response. Also helps with respiratory, and of course you can use it with cooking. You can use it aromatically and topical. Just make sure that you dilute it. I put a little puddle of fractionated coconut oil and maybe 1 drop. Just be careful because usually 2 drops like to come out at the same time. So I just have a few slides here, and I wanted to keep this short. Oregano is actually the oil of humility and non-attachment. So it really helps in helping us to be flexible, positive, to be committed to happiness and gratitude, to feel unattached and free, but also teachable and humble. So it protects us against environmental threats, immune and digestive support, like I said, for skin tags, and it addresses warts. Just use a Q-tip, and is also great for organ support. And this could be one where you could actually take a drop a day where, you know, you might gargle and swallow it. I would say that would be a good way to do it. Most of these we've talked about. A couple suggest that diffuse 1 to 2 drops when you're feeling under the weather. That could be easily used in January and February. It also helps to purify and promote healthy looking skin. Be careful, it's a hot oil. It's a sinus steamer. So you could put some in like a teacup, hot water, and then put a towel over your head and inhale that. And then that way it gets into your chest. You could put a little bit here and suck it into your chest like that. So I have been dealing with this a lot, and I have been taking oregano, about 3 drops in a veggie cap for about the last 10 or 12 days. And I really feel like I'm just about there now. I'm working on my probiotics with the product called Restore, and I just started that this morning. But it also comes in a roller bottle with carrier oil in it, and that is a really good way to use it because it's already diluted. And then you can put it on the bottom of your feet, you know, the reflex points just under your toes for your sinus. That would be a good place to put it. And you know, sometimes I just forget all these ways that you can use it. So next is tea tree. I don't want to say goodbye to oregano, really, and this has not been my absolute favorite. I've really had to have experience and make friends with it. The first time I used it, I used way too much. I put like 10 drops on the bottoms of my feet because I was going to be out overnight and I was already starting to feel sick. I was going to be at a slumber party, and I smelled like pizza. My feet were extremely hot, and I did not get sick. So, I mean, that's been quite a few years ago, but I've come full circle and I've really embraced this. And doing a cleanse, like I mentioned, with oregano is amazing. And you do it about every 3 months for 10 days. Okay, so if you have any questions, just comment and let me know. Then the next is tea tree or melaleuca, and it has 90 different compounds and limitless applications. And the leaves of the tea tree have been used by Aboriginal peoples of Australia for centuries. And they would crush these leaves and put them directly to the skin. And it's best known for its purifying properties. It can be used to cleanse and purify the skin and nails and to support a healthy looking complexion. So this is also great to use like with your shampoo and your hair for like lice. I know it's used for that, but just the aroma of this is really amazing and cleansing. So as you look at this essential oil, you can put a drop in your face wash for purification in your regular skincare routine. You can use it as a carrier oil and massage it into the scalp. It helps to heal the scalp. So you can do that before you shampoo and condition even. Or you could add a couple drops in your water. I would start out with 1 drop and rinse and use this as oral care. This is amazing. And then also for blemishes and skin irritations, and you can apply it around the area. And then with a cotton ball, you can clean your fingers and toenails to help them to look healthy and clean. So tea tree is known as the oil of energetic boundaries. Okay, so if you want to feel empowered, clear those boundaries and standards and have a healthy collaboration and equal and respectful relationships, get some tea tree going in the air. It does clean blemishes and protects the skin. We've talked about these. It also, as you diffuse it, it purifies the air. We've talked about the nails, the lice, and bug repellent. Also really good for mouth sores and gum health, and skin irritation, scalp care, and respiratory support. So just all as you need is 1 or 2 drops. And you can do the same with this as you did with the oregano. Use it as a sinus steamer where you, I explained that how you have a cup of hot water, put a towel or a dishcloth over your head and embrace that and inhale it. And you can put a few drops to your chest. It does come in a roller bottle also. This is a 10 ml, and you can put it on your chest for respiratory support, and also your abdomen for digestive support. So let's see. We're back to oregano just a little bit because I wanted to mention the oregano touch also. And it is gentle and a great option to use for sensitive skin. So we have pretty much touched on all of these. I guess I just wanted to review a little bit about oregano because it does so many things. And, you know, Okay, so if in looking, I grouped these together as Power Oils starter kit, and it has the oregano in the 10 mil and also in the 15 mil, and then tea tree essential oil and the tea tree touch. And then I added the wild orange in there for upliftment, for anxious feelings. And for these 5 essential oils, it's only $101. And I wanted to offer that to you, and also a free ebook about internal use of essential oils. Because doTERRA has a certified pure tested grade, they have the supplement facts on an essential oil if you can take it internally. Of course, there's a few that you cannot, but oregano is definitely one that you can. Wild orange and tea tree is great to have diluted or to use topically is what I would recommend. I have taken it internally, but that would be an individual decision to if you wanted to do that. But I would definitely trust the doTERRA essential oil. So if you'd like to be entered to win one of these oils, and I'm going to be doing that this weekend, so hurry and get your comments in. If you comment, I will enter you to win one of these, or message me, or go to oils@doterra.com or oils.edu@gmail.com for the ebook if you'd like the ebook. So thanks for being on today. I appreciate it, and we will see you next week. So have a great Wellness Wednesday. Just want to say goodbye.